Yeah, I've been patient, I've been locked in on the go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Treat the morning like a moment I've been built for. Wrist tight, mind calm, that's a real score. Everybody wanna flex what they think they know, but the river doesn't brag, man, it just shapes stone. If it's not my setup, I don't touch it, let it pass. Every force trade ends with me looking back. So I breathe in, breathe out, let the market do its dance. And the patience that I practice turn the future to my hands. Ain't the same as last week, whole new mind. Water in the groove, yeah, I flow in my time. Let the fear fade out, let the greed decline. I'm aligned with the grind, stay refined in the climb. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline the crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Show up, slow up, let the noise blow up. I don't fold up. Wave ride, same tide, every sunrise. Give me new eyes. Stone grind, long time, water carved lines. If you show up, no rush, no clutch, patience be the code that I go by. I don't chase wins, I chase discipline. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, I just settle in. Every loss is just a lesson that'll tighten my spin. Every candle on the chart make me better again. Yeah, I've been
Good morning, what's up? Welcome to the stream, how you guys doing? Hope everyone's well. What's up, Alistair? Good morning. Froggy, what's up? Hola. Jose, Makanko, how you doing? Sakura, Jim. Just buy your first Lucid with Code Gorilla. Thanks for the support. Good luck on the account. Grizz, good morning, how you doing? Oscar, what's up? Tris, what's going on? Miguel, how you doing? Jacob, good morning. Lazy Eyes, what's going on? It's not my voice there in the song, no. Lupek, what's going on? Yeah, Grizz, I'm with you there. He says going to be looking for an entry long, wants to equal high as PDH taken out. Yeah, I was just gonna pull this up. Look at the we got a trend line here, potential. Right up here, we have PDH. We got 1 hour supply, so I definitely would like to see the move up into this zone here, maybe on the opening drive. That is going to be something for me to watch as well. Maybe 30-minute demand hold. I can grab that long around 357, 358, something like that. I think it would have to be pretty quick. Quick grab there. Other potential lower would be 90-minute demand right around VWAP and kind of this little support area. So those are the two areas I would look for the long side. So it might end up being an early trade for me. Faust, how you doing? Anthony, what's going on? Trading Academy, how you doing? Eddie, what's up? Slee Ayo. Soon, Makanko, soon. Tomato, Tom, how you doing? Eddie, you're short. Looking for 289. You wanna revisit my Jizu? You can't get enough of the Jizu, Eddie. I don't blame you. It's a great Jizu. It really is. Dad, you're playing along. Nice. Are you giving away standard accounts? Yeah, standard accounts today. From Alpha. I got two standard 50K accounts. So if we can hit the thumbs up button before the market opens, that'll put us on a good track to get the giveaway done sooner than later. Got to get to 105 likes for the giveaway. All right. Good stuff here. Already entering that demand zone here. Oh, we can have a little bit of support for him. I wouldn't mind long on this. Maybe give it 20 points. I don't mind that. All right, I'm gonna grab this long before market open. Look, if you watch this channel, you know I almost never do that. But I'm gonna go for it here. Stop under view up at 3. Put it at like 317 or so. It's gonna also copy the take profit trader evals I'm trading. Place limit long at view up. Nice. I like that too. I mean, that'd obviously be sweeter entry. What's up, Matt? Good morning. El Nawa, how you doing? Ethan, got yourself some Lucid Pros in my code. Thanks for the support. Best of luck on the accounts. All right, 5 seconds here. Markets are open.
This is all wet and slick and it's
Wow,
ready
that was
to
a
go.
weird fill there. That was really weird. Back in. Micros must have moved a little bit lower than the minis. Great fill there, Grizz. Nicely done. I'm gonna stop out if we move lower there. I'm out. Quick loss. Yeah, I mean, that's the difference between our entries there. Grizz looked for that VWAP fill and I got in before the open. What's up, Barshop? How you doing? Hard to be too upset though about the where I got in at the bottom of this little flag here at demand. I don't really mind that going into open. Because a lot of times, we're gonna get that boost out of there. This time we got the drop first, but not a big deal. You have sunstroke? I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was just a thing you read about. I didn't know anyone actually gets sunstroke. Definitely not a problem in the winter here. I should just buy VWAP again there. Little divergence there on ES. I think NASDAQ will follow suit here. Two longs from here, just no good. I think we're gonna move higher out of this. What's up, Harsh? How you doing? Well, sounds like your body definitely needs to sleep, Farshav. So yeah, take it easy. I'm sure you'll feel better in no time. Look, you got your first payout approved today. Might receive it by Saturday. What firm is that with? Congratulations. I'm still waiting on Perdia's payment to hit. I said like 5 business days, and it's been, I think today's the 6th business day. Still waiting on that payment to come through. So yesterday, if you're not in the Discord, yesterday I got myself into somewhat of a dicey position on these funded accounts. It's down 700 with a $1,000 max loss. Finally caught a nice move as we broke through VWAP on NASDAQ. And it made about around $900 on all 5 accounts. So that is where these accounts sit going into today. Okay, back into VWAP again on NASDAQ. ES holding value a little bit better. I don't know what your strategy is, but I did see that he made a bunch of money. Art shop. On 5%ers? Yeah, I've heard of 5%ers. Nicely done. Yo, did you see that guy is requesting? Did you see that guy that is requesting a $1 million payout from Apex? No, but he wouldn't be the first one. I've met a guy who got a $1 million payout on Apex. He was the first one to do it. And then Apex hired him. They offered him a job. Matt, you're long 353s. Looking for 400. You're almost there. Nice. Nicely done. Dan, in summer, how hot does Chicago get? I mean, it's often in the 90s. Fahrenheit, obviously. Celsius, what is that, like 30? Turned around at 92.5 there. You ever wonder if you had a scanner, what would show up on these with these barcodes? Yeah. The YouTube delay is a little bit greater today. I forgot to change the latency. The latency by default, when I set up the stream to go to Twitch and YouTube, on YouTube it's a normal latency when normally it should be low latency. And I usually switch that before I hit start streaming in OBS, but I forgot to do it this morning, which puts the delay at like 20 seconds. Ordinarily it's half that, 8 seconds or so. Got out at 380s. Nice job, Matt. A little 27 pointer there for you. It seems like we want to move down, and it's just ES is kind of being a little stubborn. VWAP's just underneath there. I mean, if ES can start moving down, it would be maybe similar to was it yesterday's trade where I shorted NASDAQ once ES started showing some weakness. So far, ES is a little too strong. Did you restart the accounts, bro? No, I did not. I made about $900 profit yesterday on the account. Again, join the Discord if you want to keep up with my trading. Instead of just the live stream, join the Discord because I post updates there after the stream. Still want to see these highs taken out at 460s. 310 lots hitting the ask there. Maybe now we'll get the push. SOX, the semiconductor index, making new, I think it's all-time highs there. 8,400. It's causing the chop. It's just, the market hasn't picked a direction yet this morning. It's a little back and forth tug of war. One side hasn't overwhelmed the others with aggression, Well, that looks a little bearish to me. Look at these upper wicks. Wouldn't mind seeing a little knife down through this, kind of tightening here, consolidating. Wouldn't mind seeing us get that knife. Maybe one more pop up. Maybe, I don't know if we get to 400, but maybe another pop up. But we already had 3 of them that got smacked down. So I would like to see us kind of flush now. Can you watch heat map on NQ when trading MNQ? Sure. There's not really divergence between NASDAQ and the minis and the micros. They're not really divergence. It's just one maybe moves slightly more than the other just because they're different instruments. But there's not divergence. I mean, I've never seen divergence really. There's going to be, there's like algo set up to like scalp any arbitrage between, if there was any divergence, like there's going to be programs set up to like eliminate that essentially. Like I'm using the Nasdaq NQ mini chart, and I'm trading micros. You know, I'm straight up trading micros on this chart. So that's how confident I am that you'd be fine looking at Nasdaq mini book map when trading micros. It doesn't. Differences are negligible. Sometimes, you know, like this morning I got stopped out before we actually hit that, and I don't think the minis actually hit 5.5 there. Or sorry, not, wherever I got stopped out at. I can't see what the number is. It's overlapping, but the minis I don't think hit my stop out, but the micros did. So it kind of sucks. But that just comes with it. All right, there's that flush I was talking about into 90-minute demand into the Jizu here shortly at 300. This 300 level, we've been bouncing all around lately around this level. It's been pretty interesting to watch, and we, you know, just in general, the price action, we've been on both sides of it for what feels like a long time. But yeah, I found this 300 level to be pretty interesting to watch. Jizu, it's a green zone of opportunity. I'm just making up my own lingo here. That's all it is. What about Pete from One Option, Tom? There's the Jizu. There's 300. Another nice drop there. Any rigged wheels today? Yeah, get to 105 likes. We'll give away alpha features accounts. I got 2 of them, I think. Type of coffee do you drink when you're out? When you're out mainly? Like, where do I go get coffee if I'm not drinking it at home? Well, there's a coffee shop called Newport Coffee. That's pretty good. It's kind of around my area. Otherwise, around where I'm at in the suburbs, there's like not like anything. I haven't found like a go-to one outside of that one. I usually have like Starbucks gift cards. So I get like a Starbucks Nitro, which is pretty good. Know what type? Oh, like a cold brew. Something cold. Almost always. All right. Short here. Don't like the entry. But I'm banking on ES to hold VWAP down there. And for NASDAQ to hold 300s. Downside, target like 200s maybe. Scrolls. Should have waited for a better entry. But overnight lows down at 206. That's what I think Wolf is targeting there. Good idea. Now my favorite coffee, back to coffee, my favorite coffee shop in LA area was Groundwork. If you've ever, Grizz, have you ever had Groundwork? Their nitro cold brew is the best there is. 20-point move in my direction here. I'll be at break even now. Heavy close. I feel like I could add 2 more to this, but let's see. I'm out. Break even. I hate break even heads, honestly. Groundwork's great, yeah. It's funny. They're like, their branding, the overall aesthetic of the coffee shop is not that great, but the coffee is so good. Yeah, the Venice one. Yeah, I've been to the Venice one. I used to go to that Santa Monica one. There's like a burrito spot next door, so I hit both. And then when I lived this one spot downtown, there was a groundwork in the building, in the ground floor, until I moved into that building, and then they closed that one. But it was literally in my building. I could have hit up had they stayed a few years longer. Well, I don't. 816 lots, they're hitting the bid. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get back in on this thing. Pranoff, how you doing? You're off for vacation. Back now with 5 Lucid 50Ks with Gorilla Code. Thanks for the support. Good luck with those accounts. I'm trading 5 25Ks. Got funded 2 nights ago with them. On day 2 with them. Not off to look, the longs I took today, I don't mind. I think they're good longs. So obviously don't like being the whole $300, but I think I stand by those trades. I think we are going to get that drop to 206. I think it might just be a bit choppier. Almost back up to 300 here. VWAP test on ES there. Now you're long 270s. Good luck. Yeah, I'm a little bit torn on direction. This could be a spot for us to get back above VWAP, but we keep seeing all these upper wicks here, indicating some present sellers keeping a lid on it. Did you hear see me are bringing something later in the year? Yeah, no, it's cool what they're doing, I think. Talked about it a little bit yesterday. Stock, like futures, essentially, on some of the top 50 or plus most traded stocks in the NASDAQ and S&P. It's pretty cool. Like that allows people to short a stock, you know, without borrowing shares, paying to borrow shares, locating shares, because it's just cash settled. So I think it allows you to trade individual stocks more easily and with more leverage, which, you know, instead of using options, maybe it's better than options. And I imagine there's no PDT rule. I don't know for sure, but if it's a future, if it's considered a future, I don't think it'd be, you know, covered by that PDT rule, which is nice. All right, and we get the drop now. Word on the street is Tops Up raised their reset eval fee to 150 bucks. Why would anyone ever pay to reset stuff? Resetting is almost always more expensive. Someone asked me on, like, they posted a comment on my channel saying, "Can you, you know, how can we see the reset fees on Prop Firm Gorilla? And, you know, can you show the ones that have resets available?" And I'm like, why do you want to reset anything? It's almost never cheaper to reset. This looks like we're getting the drop here. Email Delta dropping a bit there on ES. Yeah, overnight low is the target, 206. That's what I wanted on my previous short there. I had the break even stop out right around yesterday's close price. Original trade, you know, was, I think stop out was 305 or so. So I could have still stayed in this, but I have to, you know, be pretty comfortable sitting in all that. Another day, another PDT rant? Nah, I'm not ranting. All right, 206 incoming. Okay, so let's say selling is kind of heavy and we work our way through overnight lows. Zoom out a little bit. Look at the previous day low there. We have a 4-hour demand zone, which, you know, we bounced off of yesterday. So if we are heavy, we did tap the overnights there, by the way. So if we are continue to be heavy, the next target would be 100 plus points away, down at 88s or so. Dev, you got 200 points on the short. Very, very, very nice. 200 points. So you literally shorted the highs, huh? Well done, J-Ron. What prop you want to try out that you haven't tested out yet? Maybe Alpha Futures, doing that giveaway today with Alpha. Let's see what they're about. But right now, Lucid's still affordable for how I like to trade and what like kind of payouts I'm looking to grab. So I don't know. You know, I'm trying to get a payout on 5 accounts. Once I do that, then I'll look for maybe additional opportunity. 1.3K with that drop. Nice job, Grizz. I'm struggling catching some of these moves, and they're like pretty. Some of them are pretty clean. This one's a little bit. The problem is when we start dropping out of this compression that I drew, it was like wicking a lot off VWAP, and so you're just like, okay. Sometimes I do short right above VWAP, and I'm fine with that. And this time I felt like it could have been a fake out, so I was like less eager to do it. And then then we got the drop, and I finally got in at the lows, and I'm like not very happy with being in so low. So I bail on it. But, obviously, right idea. Just, I think the execution's not there for me lately. It's been having a hard time balancing the stream and trading. So Skidabur got 100 points, nicely done. Earlier in at 978, break even, looking for 953. 978, okay. ES there, so you shorted VWAP, very nice. It's a pretty comfortable trade then for you right now. Bog, you passed your 4th eval on that drop, nice. Matt, you flipped from long to short at 240s. Just got out 191s. Looks like you guys are cooking. Well done, chat. Love to see it. So it was interesting, back at the highs. SOX, Semiconductor Index, made a new all-time high. And then we dropped. That's kind of an interesting thing to watch there if you're watching SOX. Could help maybe give you a little bit of a indication of what might happen with NASDAQ at the highs. All right, this could be an overnight low sweep and then a bounce from here. Let's see if sellers keep a lid on this. Potential reshort at 250. A little 5-minute supply there. I might take it. Just be kind of scalpy about it. But, since we didn't sweep overnight lows, this could be more than a pullback. This could just be a bit of a buy up here. And if we're like range bound, we could head back, at least mean reversion. So let's see what happens. The buyer's looking pretty strong right now. I'm in short here. Good entry. Let's see if I can make money on it though. ES might want VWAP, which would take me out. My limit orders tend to be pretty good entries when I don't chicken out, but man, sometimes I just don't. I like to just see let's wait and see what happens, but then it feels too late. So limit orders tend to be my best entries. Now, I don't know if sellers, it looks like buyers are kind of a little too persistent here. So it looks like I'm getting, yeah, stopped out there. But not a bad idea, not a bad shot there. See if we just reject that area. So G-Man, how you doing? Quick question with the MFFU, how many accounts can I trade? 5 funded. You can sync them with whatever external syncer you want, or whatever your platform offers. ES hasn't taken out overnight lows. Yeah, 952. Yeah. Maybe I'm right on with that short. Let's try one more time here. It's 2 micros. There's the hourly close. That's a nice heavy close there. Gave us a supply zone. Took one off there. Your GZ is 25050, shorting until then. Okay. So right around PDL. That's cool. I like it. Mighty fine GZ there, mate. I've stopped out at break even on the remaining contract there. So made a little bit of money. 2 payouts on the daily flexes for you, Trent. Nicely done. I like the flexes. They're not bad. Pretty reasonable. Shut up, Grizz. Question, would you recommend Yosemite or Joshua Tree? It's not even close. Yosemite's way cooler. It's just way more crowded as well. So I think Yosemite's maybe, it's like top 3 most beautiful spots in America. I don't know if my OBS is connected, so I'll wait. Chat, can you guys hear me? Or am I too, am I buffering too much? I think I'm back. I think I'm back now. Can you guys hear me all right? The question was Yosemite or Joshua Tree. No question, Yosemite. It's way more crowded, but it's way more beautiful. Joshua Tree is kind of one note, I would say. It's way more like you have more space to yourself, but it's like kind of, it's rocky, boulders, desert, the yucca trees, Joshua trees. So Yosemite's way more interesting. It's way more jaw-dropping. Joshua Tree's not jaw-dropping in my opinion. So Yosemite's not even a competition. I was thinking about reshorting any pop here. There's 200. Peace and love. What up? How you doing? Didn't get filled there at 99.5. Very close. Maybe a tick off there. There it is. There's a fill. 1 micro. Continue to. We'll consider building a position here. Like if we move a little bit higher, I wouldn't mind averaging down on this, just because it's very small size. So overnight lows on ES 52.5 or so. Okay, added one more there. Have you been to Glacier? I don't know what many glaciers. I've been to the Glacier Park in Montana, and I've been to Banff in America's Hat, Canada. Banff is maybe one of the most spectacular places in North America that I've been to. I haven't been to like Alaska, which I'm sure is maybe more majestic, but Banff is one of the coolest spots I've ever been to. Glacier in Montana is cool, for sure, but Banff I think was a bit better in my opinion. I'm gonna raise the stop here. 43 is my stop now. All right, chat. Remember, we got an Alpha Futures giveaway today. We need 105 likes, so we're kind of lagging a bit behind. If you made your bag today, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you're waiting for a setup, hit the thumbs up button. If you're waiting for your profit to hit like I am, hit the thumbs up button. And then we'll do a giveaway. And we'll all just be laughing along together as we spin the rigged wheel. All right, still looks bearish to me here. Hope that stays like that. I don't want to see an influx of buyers hit the tape here. I am short. Rob, I'm gonna have to Google what you're talking about. I've never even heard of it. Many glaciers, a premier scenic region in the northeastern section of Glacier. Okay, so I don't think I went to the northeastern section. I drove up from Missoula to go to Glacier. What, for red on the day? Then as you wait for your next setup, or as you just chill and watch the stream, hit the thumbs up button. It all ends at the same result, hitting the thumbs up button. Seeing a little uptick in buying here. I might gotta call this trade here. I'm out. I like the trade. I think the trade's fine there. Going in small size, you know, added to it. I think that's fine. It's just it's a bit slippery right now. I think just the problem is like also ES is just getting a little close to view up there. Sometimes it wants that retest, and I don't want to stay in for it. So down again, what, 350 bucks or something with commissions and stuff. What are you saying, Grizz? What do you write about? One thing I hate about Lucid is your session P&L doesn't include trading fees. You mean on their dashboard? Oh, I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I didn't know it did include. I thought it does include trading fees. Like if I click on my account now, it says I'm down 374 and a half, which looks like it's including fees. So I think it includes fees, man. $274 pullback question mark? Maybe. I don't know. Got that that little 5-minute supply zone that I shorted last time ended up being pretty good. I'm coming to that again. Buying looks pretty good here. Think we're going to range, yeah. Might could. You worked at Snowball part-time? What's Snowball? I delivered pizza there too, but my sense of direction was terrible and I would always get lost. Dude, I don't know how you deliver pizza. Like, look, I'm not saying anything about how old you are, Tom, but delivering pizzas without like any sort of GPS would be very hard. Am I right? Obviously, it depends on the town or whatever, but... Yeah, short now. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's so having a hard time with it. I don't like trying too many times here, and I don't like ES. I don't really like what ES is doing here. ES is looking a little stronger than I'd want it to for the short. This could be a higher low here in NASDAQ. I don't know. Oh, ski resort in Missoula. Oh, okay. I was just there to shoot like an elopement, so I didn't get to look around too much. Dude, pizza drivers had to know the city like nobody else. I mean, yeah, I did. I delivered pizzas for a couple years. You know, I did it around Purdue University, so I knew that pretty well, and I did it around my hometown as well. But I would still use, like, you know, I think I had both times I delivered, I had like an iPhone at that point. Just got here. Did you tell them about the Eddies yet? No. No, I haven't. I'm kind of interested in the longs here, actually. But I don't really want, like, look, I still wouldn't mind seeing ES go to its overnight lows, so I'm just going to hold off. Yeah, your 54 is awful. You had a compass on your watch that was almost always wrong. Have you reviewed alpha features yet? No, I haven't. I'm hoping whichever two people win the alpha accounts take them seriously and then, you know, get more experience with alpha and let me know how it goes. But I hear good things. What's up, Noah? Trading's been good. Been good, thank you. Checking, you never use GPS for your deliveries? Well, like, even if you know, like, a street, like, I think finding the actual, again, it depends on the town, right? Like, if you're in the suburbs, though, like, and the address is 102334 blah, blah, blah road, you're like, I don't, when you get in these cul-de-sacs in these neighborhoods, you're like, I don't know which way is where the numbers go, you know? I don't know anything about those. Anyway. Rachel's idea for the Eddies was creating like have like a trophy and mail, like a physical trophy, and mail it to someone in chat, someone who deserves to win an Eddie award. It's like a Dundee, an Eddie, I don't know. I was like, do I really want to mail internationally? Sounds expensive. All right, this might be the higher low here, 200 overnight lows. Do these accounts have activation fees? No, I don't trade anything with activation fees really anymore. Not interested in activation fees. Oh, but alpha futures, if you have alpha futures, yes, I think they actually do have. I think that's what's actually kept me from trading them. Is these accounts are the standard ones, which I believe have an activation fee of, I don't know, where does it say? 149. So free account, but then 149 to activate it. Kind of like Top Step's old activation fee. They said that would be fantastic. Rachel says it's a very coveted award. Well, here we go. Here we go. Maybe you guys can go for those overnights then. Watch and make sure it's not an inverse little head and shoulders down to 1 minute. But that's a nice close on the 5 minute there. All right. Maybe buyers can take or sellers can take over now. Is surfing the Eddie is the biggest award? I didn't even know that. You can put on your resumes. Can you show the site? Alpha features? Yeah. Is your web browser broken, sir? So here's what we'll be giving away. Standard 50K. Normally $79 a month. It's standard, 2K drawdown, 3K profit target, 5 contracts. Resets are $59. So, I've been saying most of the stream how resets, why would you want to reset? It's almost always more expensive. Here's an example where the reset's cheaper. Consistency rules 50%. And then activation fee of $149. So that's the account we'll be giving away. We'll give away 2 of them. There's VWAP on ES. Let's see if it offers rejection. And hottest in the office is, well, obviously I'm going to win that award. I'm pretty sure Ryan Howard, what's his name? BJ Novak. I'm pretty sure he wrote the Dundies, which awarded him the hottest in the office. I see what you did there, BJ. Pretty sneaky. What's up, gamers? How you doing? Rachel's not in the office. She's not eligible. She created the awards. And she's not in the stream enough. Well, so if we're comparing alpha to my fund futures, Robert, the main difference is you can request up to $15,000 on the account compared to my fund futures, which is like 5,000 or something. So the payout amount can be way higher. The word is kind of slick ass. It is, Chris. You're right. Any trades? Yeah, how else would I lose $300 something? By sitting here, sitting on my hands? No. Yeah, I took some trades. Took a few off the open where I, lost most of the, initial $200 something. Tried a few shorts. It's not hitting yet. Jane, you're gonna try the Lucid 25Ks? Yeah, they're. I hesitate to say easy, but they were kind of easy to pass compared to the 50Ks. Just again, there's the math is more favorable. Make 1250, don't lose 1,000. It's way better than make 3,000, don't lose 2,000. So, I liked it. It was, again, I don't want to say easy because trading's generally not easy, but it was simple, and I did it fast. Did it within a few hours, so it was good. I liked it. And the payout is $1,000 max, 500 minimum. So, if I make 2,000, I'm in good shape. Where's the rules for the 25K? If only there's a website to tell me all this stuff. That's true. Propfromgorilla.com. Go to the gorilla. Trying to make a tagline. So I got the Lucid Flex 25K. This baddie right here. 1250 profit target, $1,000 drawdown. Let's go. This is some hot garbage price action after the nice drop we had. Looks slick ass. Yeah, it's a very slick ass site. How many minis did you use to pass? Well, you can look when the market's moving. You can do it on micros, obviously, to make 625 per day per session. During Globex, that did size up to 2 minis, which is super heavy. That's the max. it's super heavy, so you got to be careful. But Globex moves slower. You know, I like shorted VWAP, so it's very simple trades. Well, staying under VWAP here, I mean, to me, it's looking like it's setting up for a move lower here. But it's just so choppy. I think shorting in the 250s, you know, generally speaking, is like a better spot to be sitting short on NASDAQ. You know, stop out wherever, you know, like ES's 979 equivalent on NASDAQ. But it's just like, I don't really want to hold for a bunch of back and forth. But this looks somewhat bearish to me. Let's see if any sellers feel like getting a little aggressive here. How much on the 25K Lucid if you use promo code? If you use code Gorilla, it's how much is it? Lucid Flex 25K $70. $50K standard accounts, Dante. Now, how are we doing on the like front? 59? That's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it for the giveaway. Gonna need a bit more than that. Let's get to 105. Do the giveaway. Don't hate the short up here. I don't hate it. I'm just tired of getting these kind of either break evens or these kind of paper cuts. The Gorilla's got your silver back. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, if it's your first Lucid account after the Gorilla discount is $50. So yeah, okay, your first 5 Lucid accounts are 40% off. With code Gorilla, and then same code, it'll always give you the best discount. Then it goes to 30% after the first 5 purchases. So I think it's actually cheaper than what I said. If I use cumulative delta, it's on my chart. I've been looking at it more and more lately. Both the eval and funded on the 25Ks are 1250. There's no profit target on, there's no real set profit goal on the funded account, but it is $1,000 because the minimum payout is $500 and you need to be able to request half that. You need to make $1,000. Nice drop there from the, yeah, we did hit 250. I said 250 be a decent short area. Been holding there as a little bit of mild resistance. It's a 5-minute supply zone, which again, I don't really chart 5-minute supply zones because it's 5 minutes. But it's held very nicely. And ES has stayed under VWAP. So let's see if ES can go visit the overnight lows at 52.5, 52.25. I know, I gotta take some of those trades I call out, I know. It's kind of different when you've, unfortunately, past trading affects my present, right? So if I'm at 0 trades on the day, my P&L is 0, and I see this, kind of come up to the 250s, I think, okay, maybe this is where I throw some risk on. The fact that I've already down a considerable amount, considering my max loss, makes me less, makes me want to hop in a trade less and less. But looking good. I mean, NASDAQ should put new lows in here. What's the consistency unfunded? On Lucid Flex, there's no consistency unfunded. That's the other reason why I like it. If you ever use Quantire, I opened it up like twice. Found it kind of hard to work my way around. Like, it's not as intuitive as Motive Wave, in my opinion. You took the trade, Grizz? Nice. You can no trend. No. There's not a consistency rule, but there's still a minimum days of trading. You need 5 days for the 25K is 5 days of $100 profit. But again, you need to make 1,000 total to get a payout. So, but you can pass it in, 2 days. There's new lows, by the way. Just to reiterate, target is 52.25 on ES watch, or if we break that with ease, looking for NASDAQ 25,100 down to 4-hour demand at 87, and then PDL at around 60. So this whole zone down here, good target zone. I feel a little bit like I felt yesterday on stream, where I'm kind of just missing some setups. But now, down 300 and change. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, that's 100 points from top of that supply. 100-point move. Finding it a little bit easier to trade off stream lately. Just find myself distracted. ES coming into its spot to watch here. Let's go to the other chart here. This red line on my chart, this one right here, 52.25. Look for that sweep. I think chat. I think you guys are trading well today. I'm happy for that. I hope you guys are all making money, most of you, anyways. There's the target hit on ES. So if I was short NASDAQ, I'm still staying in this, looking for the greater target, but I am watching to see if we kind of recover that. But now it's kind of picking up some speed here, so that's exactly what you love to see when you're sitting short. I love when it just starts speeding up in your direction. Nothing feels better, trading-wise. Rob, you missed everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, so I don't know if it's any consolation or not, but nice trade, Jasper. Gotcha, Grizz. See, you don't have to read every comment. If you want to focus on your trading, just make sure you read mine. So we got 4-hour demands on both indices down here. I'd watch that for the initial maybe pullback, and then see if we can get this PDL sweep. It's tempting for me to be reckless and just like go up to a mini and short. It really is, which is not a good habit. But it's when I start feeling that way, I'm like, I feel confident about where it's moving, and I feel frustrated I didn't get an entry. I tend to do stupid stuff like that, so trying hard not to do that. Dante, I got take profit traders that will give away tomorrow. Any recommendations on controlling emotions? I'm just telling you how it's hard, man. I think Mighty Wang, I think it sounds like you shorted 69.68 and a quarter on MES. You exited too early. So here's what I try to change my mindset. This is what I was doing yesterday. When I was looking for the long trade for NASDAQ to break VWAP. Normally I'd take profit at VWAP, and I was right on the day, and I was long heavy, 1 mini, under VWAP. Now, I had my profit target set like 20 points past VWAP or something. And the reason was I was expecting ES to finally break VWAP because they had already rejected it several times. And we're coming into 4-hour demand right now. But basically, long story short is I was trying to have confidence and not trade the P&L because you got to just trade the chart, right? So, and when we did break VWAP, it flew to my target like really fast. And I was really pleased that I did not take profit at VWAP. And it was very tempting to, again, being right on the day, being able to take profit at VWAP and be like, you know, maybe up $200 or whatever was tempting. But I held because I was trying not to trade my P&L. I had confidence in my analysis. And so generally what I see like professional traders do is when they get that breakout that they've been wanting, they're not taking profit, they're adding to their position. And that's kind of like, that's one takeaway from Best Loser Wins. Tom says something like, you know, where people are looking to exit, I'm looking to add more. And I'm not great at adding. I don't do it very often, but I try to think about that. Like, now I'm actually getting confirmation of what I expected to happen. Why am I so scared now? Right? So I think it comes from trading scared. You're fearful of giving back profit. So nice bounce here at 4-hour demand. Well, potential bounce, slowing down here. If we can bounce a little bit, like pull back a little bit, the short to PDL seems good. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll get much of a bounce here. It's also at 100 level, which is nice. I traded future market metals. I traded silver a little bit on on some 50K evals a couple days ago. That was crazy. I think it was on Monday, maybe. Oh man, don't you hate it when just freaking something looks so good and you don't even fucking take it? This short of 250. Fucking hate that, man. If I just trusted my analysis a little bit more and just executed without hesitating, it'd be big green, man. Big green. Feeling frustrated with my trading. Eddie dealing with the stupid customers. The customer's always wrong, like almost always wrong is what I've found. You got a different problem, Grizz. You entered too early with a tight stop loss. I fear it'll run without me. I do that too. Especially when I'm right on the day, and especially when I size up. That's always a mistake, and I always do. Like, it's really hard to break that habit. But like if I'm red 300, I'm like, oh, we're definitely going down. I will short, and I'm like, well, I don't want to lose too much money on this, you know, if I'm wrong. And then, you know, one candle bumps me out, and then we melt, you know, then we drop, and I'm just like, then I tilt more, you know, then I blow the accounts. Enter off the EMAs. You're working with the trend. Well, let's see if we can get any sort of bounce. I'm trading 525K accounts. Would you switch to metals? Gold does tend to respect the levels to the tick compared to NASDAQ. I don't think so. I mean, I look at gold every once in a while. The movement, generally speaking, when I'm trading is not as interesting as NASDAQ's. I say that, but now it's pretty nice. Just very range bound right now. It's hard to want to switch instruments when you just focus on something for so long and you know it really well. When you switch to a new one, it feels like I don't really know what to expect from it. Okay. All right. PDL is what, 40 points away? What's the difference between the EMA and SMA? Just the math. The exponential moving averages takes into account more recent price action. Like it favors the more recent price action in the equation. So it'll, like on a trend, it should trail tighter to price. Let's see if I could change this one to show you. 14. So let's just load up a 14 SMA. We'll make it like yellow. So see how kind of it's less steep, right? It's like it's not reacting to price as quickly. So the EMA will trail a little bit tighter on these trends. How much for all 5 accounts? Well, they're $70 a piece for me, so 70 times 5, $350. You would have held your shorts, you would have passed your first prop firm on an eval. That's the most upsetting part for you. It happens all the time to me when I'm trying to pass and I take quick profit or I take a break even stop and I'm like, man, that would have been a pass right there. I said that yesterday on the stream or 2 days ago. I'm like, man, if I held that, that would have been a pass. All right, PDL looks good here. Let's go get it. You still got the 20? Chris, are you trolling me? Jeez. Why'd I switch? Because the math, I was like, the math is actually better on the 25Ks. I looked at the payout. I'm like, the payout's $1,000. Last time I took a payout on Lucid, I took $1,000 on 50Ks. So I'm like, if I can, as long as I can handle the drawdown being only $1,000, then I'm good trading the 50Ks or 25Ks, and it'll be better. It'll be easier to pass, and it costs less money. Okay, PDL next. Let's go. Just watched a video from you 3 years ago saying, do not hesitate, trust your gut. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to take my own advice a lot of times. And, you know, like this, on the open, I didn't hesitate. Like, I took a trade. Like, I don't know, like, I like this demand consolidation going into the open. Like, Normally I hesitate, and so that time I pulled the trigger and slapped me in the face. So now I'm like, I didn't hesitate, got slapped in the face. Now I'm hesitating, you know? It's like, obviously there's math, like it's like poker, you know, when there's a mathematically correct thing to do and it works against you and you're wrong, you lose money, you get kicked out of the tournament, whatever it is, even though you made the mathematically correct decision. So it's like over time, that same decision will pay you. You just have to stay the course. VIX has been pumping pretty good here. Yeah, if we can, you know, we can get a little pop, a little higher. Let me find a spot where I'd get in, just in case I get the opportunity. I mean, honestly, maybe close to the 113s, that little top of this here. Not bad. I talked about the 25K so much, and there you can see, like, it's probably too small if you're on your phone, but you can see the balance is 25,709. So obviously I'm not trading any other account size. That's why I was wondering if you're trolling or not. It's like I just talked about how I traded 25Ks the last like 10 minutes, and you're like, you still got the 25Ks. That's normally a troll from my mods. So you'll have to forgive me for thinking that. The original short at 378 sure was nice, says Eddie. Yeah, it was at the highs. Yeah, essentially. Looking for shorts or longs. I'm looking for shorts to PDL, but I mean, we are right at demand too, so like, you know, that's why I find this kind of area tricky. It's like as much as I want PDL, sometimes we don't sweep it, you know, and again, it's a demand zone here on both indices. All right, guys. All right, enough. There, again, another trade I didn't take. 114s. Didn't take that. Nice reaction off there. All right, chat, please hit the thumbs up button so I can do this giveaway so I can go trade without the stream. All good, Grizz. VIX continuing its way higher. Let's see, this is a 50 SMA. Okay, just on the 1 minute, I don't care about it. Okay, this is probably the only time I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna run the giveaway now because honestly, I do want to trade off stream because I'm having a hard time trading on stream, and I would like to do it before 11 a.m. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and run the giveaway now. I'm gonna end the stream a little early, I think. There's PDL hit. Daniel, what weren't you the guy trying a challenge with the befriended trader? I don't know what that means. Like, can I be profitable in 100 days like 3 years ago? No, not exactly. I did like a big pro versus amateur like trading videos. When would you consider trading your own money outside of prop firms? Any time you have the disposable income, probably. It's going to be easier than a prop firm, generally speaking, but it's also more risk. So PDL move's nice. ES is about to do its PDL move too. So honestly, pretty good price action. Just reminds me of yesterday. Yesterday took me a bit of work to get out of that hole I dug for myself. I don't really want a repeat of yesterday. Like, to be red on this price action is annoying because it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's that first trade kind of, the trade right before the market opened. Again, it wasn't a bad trade, but it's, susceptible to that volatility off the open that when you're wrong sucks. But it's all right. What's up, Guillermo? How you doing? Exclamation point PFG to be entered in the Alpha Futures raffle 50K standard account. Tomorrow we'll do some we'll go back to take profit trader giveaways. But I am gonna hold you to the actual like goal that we set, the thumbs up goal. We didn't hit it today, but again, I do want to give these accounts away, and I don't want to stick around for forever today. I would like to trade on my own. I'm tempted to do a hero long here, but I'm not going to. But just because we swept PDL there on both indices, it's just 50. I don't really like to trade against 15-minute, and that's looking too bearish. So 25K next, 30-minute demand, 25K right down there. VIX looking nice and strong there. Not what you want to see for a long. All right, another minute left if you want to grab a raffle ticket. Exclamation point PFG. The winner gets a Alpha Futures standard 50K account, eval, trade. How do I join? You read the bot, the Streamlabs bot, and it tells you what to do. Or you listen to me when I say type exclamation point PFG in chat to be entered to win. One or the other, or both. Listen or read, your choice. All right, here's 30-minute demand, 25K right here. Such a freaking good meltdown. I missed so many shorts lately. All right. Let's grab the names. We've got 106 tickets. I'm giving away 2. The winner's going to DM me on Discord. And I think I need your email address for alpha features. All right. So here we are. Let's run this for 58 seconds. Shuffle it 8 times. Here we go. We're rolling. We're spinning. Let's see who's not going to win. We just passed Grizz, but we're still moving fast. Not going to be Froggy. Passing Froggy. El Nawe, not you. Not Tom. Not Lupek. El Nawe again. No. Guillermo, probably not. Looks like it's going to be Terran. Unless he gets edged out. Oh, edged out. Oh, that was a savage one. Oh, man. I thought for sure it was going to be you, Terran. It's Mr. Trouble. Mr. Trouble. GG's. Don't worry, I'm giving away another one, too. Rigged? What?
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
I swear. Never lucky? Dude, you're manifesting yourself not to be lucky. What are you doing? Don't say that. All right. So, Mr. Trouble, are you in chat? DM me on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, !point Discord in chat to get the link. Free to join. So, Mr. Trouble, you're gonna message me there. Here's winner number 2. No way, I'm not even on the board. I assure you, you are. If you entered during the period of time when we were allowing entries, you're on the board. I see your name actually in Streamlabs here, so you're good. Everyone always says they're not on the board, and they are. Okay. Oh, I should have changed the time or shuffled the names. Hang on. Should I shuffle the names? Because it's going to be like the same. It's probably going to be the same spot as before. I think I'm going to redo it. What do you think? Should I redo it? Yeah. It's going to be the same thing as before. I'm going to shuffle. No one won. Don't worry. I'm going to shuffle and roll it again. I'm rigging it for sure. Only I know who won that one. Okay. Shuffle it. We'll change the amount of seconds. I'll never tell who won that one. I'll never tell. We're going to run this one for 44 seconds. Shuffled up. We're ready to go. Here we go. Let's run it. So 25K on NASDAQ. Demand zone there, 30-minute demand. Okay. We're rolling right back. We just rolled by Chauncey, who said he wasn't in the giveaway. He swears he didn't see his name. Wicked Trades, not you. Sorry, Lorenzo, not you. Ethan, nope. Real Story Channel, nope. Taryn, who almost won last time, not you. Alistair, probably not. Grandma's Beats, maybe. Grandma's Beats, this might be your second win? Your second win there, Grandma's Beats. Well done. You're going to DM me on Discord. And I'll send me your, I think, email, and then I'll pass it along to Alpha Futures, and we'll get you all squared away there. Well done, everybody. GG's to the winners. Nice. So, did Mr. Trouble ever respond in chat? Are you here? I'm not sure if I saw your name or not. Because I might have to spin again if Mr. Trouble's not here. Oh wait, no, there you are. I see your comment. Okay, so DM me on Discord. All right. So DM me on Discord. Wait, Grandma's Beats, are you also Bogzaddy or no? Hey, you're just Grandma's Beats on the other thing, Twitch it's called. Nice. Have you won before? I don't think so, right? Okay. Cool. Nice drop there. Continuing to move lower. Shit, man. Some good shit right there. Did I win the first two? To be honest, no. You didn't win the first one.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
Okay. Mr. Trouble, are you still working on the Discord? Man, VIX is really blowing up there. Skyrockets in flight there. Man. Hard not to feel a type of way about this. All right, all good, Mr. Trouble. I'll look out for your message request. Eddie, you're short 400 points ago with the intention to hold it for a while. I get those same kind of situations where I'm like, okay, this is a good one. A lot of downside or upside, whatever it is. I'm gonna hold this one, and then I start seeing the profit. I'm just like, maybe I'll take $400 here. It's pretty nice. And then you look back and you're like, that was $6,000, and I took 400 of that. What was I thinking? It's so hard to hold for a big gain when you're not used to making big gains, I think. So news today, why so down? Just happens. I don't know. It was I think the news this morning before the open, if I'm not mistaken. Was there news? Yeah, we had jobless claims. Came in a little hot, I think. All right. Again, we'll go back to Take Profit Trader tomorrow, giveaways. And again, go to propfirmgorilla.com to compare prop firms' plans and rules, and use the code for each firm there from the site, and that's going to allow us to keep doing giveaways. And it helps support the stream. The stream on YouTube makes $20 or whatever, like a month. So using the my code is just like it's a really helpful way to keep this thing going, because it's a lot of work, and I sometimes miss a lot of trades. So I do appreciate the support. I'm gonna head out. Tomorrow's Friday already, so Friday stream. I'll post in Discord where these accounts end up today. Hopefully they'll be nice and blue. But have a good rest of your session. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.